between the company and Ark funds, which are more than half of my IRA, and the significant percentage of my total net worth, we're all in. And my conviction couldn't be higher that the innovation that has been evolving and was accelerated coming out of the coronavirus crisis is unstoppable. And the convergence between and among the 14 different technologies that we are researching, that convergence is underway now and is causing and will continue to cause explosive growth, really the likes of which we haven't seen in our lifetimes. And when I say explosive growth, I mean when it comes to those innovation platforms, they're going to cause a lot of problems for the underlying economy, the traditional world order.
Hello. With 2022 fully in the mix, let's take a quick drill into Palantir and take a look at what the big deal with WEJO is and how on earth is the stock trading sub $20. It's trading today at around $16. What is that gonna do in 2022? Stay tuned for this and more. Keep it simple.
WEJO's partnership with Palantir is helping us accelerate the invaluable connected vehicle data insights we can give.
Well. Foundational software of tomorrow delivered today. And check this, that is trademarked by Palantir. Well, what is WEJO and what is the link to Palantir? WEJO went ballistic pre-market on January the 5th and rising 33% because why? They just entered into a new deal with none other than Microsoft. WEJO are a company that went public via a reverse merger with blank check company Virtuoso Acquisition Corp. in a deal that valued the British company at around 800 million, including debt. So WEJO went through a pipe. And do you know who is within the pipe? None other than Palantir Technologies, which is backed by none other than Peter Thiel, who co-founded it, but the sizes of their investments were not disclosed. So, for all we know, Peter Thiel could be pulling all the strings behind WEJO. WEJO is a global leader in connected vehicle data, which is basically Big Brother of the roads.
We saw how Palantir were approaching their technology, building platforms for users solving hard problems, and there was a clear fit between us.
We're really excited to be collaborating with partners that one, want to move fast, and two, have ambition to redefine the future.
Back in September 2021, WEJO and Palantir's partnership were already made public, and that is where the link to WEJO, to Palantir, and to Microsoft now exists. We can even see this back in September.
This partnership, WEJO's data asset, technology, and the Foundry platform are going to enable them to realize the potential of WEJO to reduce emissions, reduce congestion, increase safety on roads, and really revolutionize the mobility industry.
With Palantir Foundry, you get exceptional data management with analytics and AI model development, and the operational applications which power decision making.
What does this mean for Palantir and WEJO? WEJO, clearly, partnering with Microsoft will be big. And do you know who is one of the biggest backers of WEJO? Yes, General Motors themselves. Simply put, WEJO will be the big brother of the roads, and partnering with Palantir makes complete sense. And now their huge partnership with the giant Microsoft not only spells disaster for any other competitor, but it simply means that their proof of concept is in the pudding. For me, the most bullish part of WEJO is that they have ingested more than 10 trillion data points and 48 billion journeys from the connected vehicles thus far, and they look to benefit society on a global scale. These use cases range from working with parts suppliers on component quality to working with regulators in defining the future of autonomous driving. This is the biggest part of their business that I think can be scalable. Okay, so what is the price action And what is the price doing right now? The price of the stock of Palantir has literally tumbled along with the wider market crash of technology stocks and growth stocks. Today, Palantir is trading for $16 and some change, and that to me is absolutely ridiculous. It is on sale so bad that you need to go back all the way to November last year when it was on its bull run all the way up. That is where the current price has gone. In a whole year, the highest we reached was close to $45 back in January, and then it has all but fallen consistently in a downtrend cycle to where it's at today. But is the stock going to keep crashing, or is a bullish reversal soon on the cards? The last time we were close to this level was back in May, and we went on a bull run all the way back up to $27, which was rejected not once but twice before the current downturn in the market. What I see is this level could be significant in providing that additional support where we see the stock slowly go back up through 2022. So what are the big boys doing? The institutional ownership has gone up to 33.67%. Now, you must be asking yourself, and like me, how on earth can the stock be pummeled so badly downwards in the market downturn, but the institutional ownership keeps going up? That, to me, spells something very, very suspicious. And you can see it on Fintel. Look, none of the big boys are reducing their stakes, and we have more players piling in. We even have retirement funds piling into 3.5 million shares. Is there something that we don't know?
And we've got this long-term investment time horizon. Keep your eye on that prize. And if we're right, the technologies around which we have focused our research, those technologies, we believe, will compound in terms of revenues and earnings for the companies involved. Is this going to happen in the next 3 months? I don't know. I can't tell you. Sometimes the market can remain irrational, and I'll say what's going on right now is irrational. Sometimes it can remain irrational, but I do think as we see these earnings reports coming in and the guidance for the first quarter and this fessing up out there into what's really going on with inventories, that we're going to see the turn sooner rather than later. And so we will be looking forward to that.
Let's take a look at Cathie Wood, Ark Invest. Now, on 6th of January, they recently just loaded up $9 million worth of additional shares into the Ark Innovation Fund. However, in the Ark Q, we've seen some selling, but also heavy buying a few days ago. And Ark W remains about the same. Ark G remains about the same. Ark F remains about the same. Ark X even remains about the same. So, in this huge market sell-off, Ark has not sold much in the form of percentage. Don't be fooled by all the news that Ark Invest are offloading shares in Palantir. What about the short interest? Now, talk to me. The short interest of percentage float reported is at a minuscule 5.82%. Well, you may think that's minuscule, but trust me, 5.82% is actually a high short interest. However, look at the dark pool. That is just insane. 41.78% as reported by FINRA on the dark pools being shorted. This is just absolutely sickening. How on earth is this even legal? I mean, check this. There's 10 million shares available to short in November. I am dying to see the numbers for December. That could actually be ridiculous. And then look at this. The FINRA reported short interest in the dark pools on Friday was at a ridiculous 41%, and Thursday 43%, and 42 and 42, and check this, 45% on Monday. It's no wonder the stock's tanking. But how on earth is this being reflected? It's just absolutely crazy. This only means one thing, and one thing only. The stock is primed for a big reversal. I mean, 10 million shares out of 1.5 billion shares possible is being available to short. That really does tell you something. And just to make the point stronger, Palantir's institutional ownership, as highlighted on MarketBeat, has been net inflows from institutions since they went public. Look at this. Q2 was phenomenal and Q3 was phenomenal. We know for a fact that Q4 is going to maintain the net positive inflows. So don't be fooled by all the FUD. The institutions see what we retail investors and what we Palantarians have seen for a long time in the stock and in the company, that in the long term, Palantir is a diamond in the haystack. For the whole of 2021, we saw a massive transformation in Palantir Technologies, where they have expanded into the commercial sector big. And on January the 5th, 2022, they announced that they are expanding in South Korea with Hyundai Heavy Industries, and they're looking to commercialize big data solutions. This is another case of how Palantir are slowly becoming viral in the world, not only for government but for private sectors as well. To summarize, I see 2022 as a potential reversal year for the high growth and tech stocks, but for companies like Palantir that transcend sectors and has a huge backing of retail investors who are clearly not falling for the FUD and are savvy investors themselves. I see the stock going in an upward trajectory, and to end next year, I make the prediction this year that we could potentially be back to $50 to $70 in a year's time. Thanks for watching, and please note I am extremely bullish in Palantir as a company moving forward. With Peter Thiel and Alex Karp at the helm, there is nothing that I see taking this company down in the long term. In the short term, yes, you have the short sellers that are trying to destroy the company stock just to make a quick buck. But for me, that ain't gonna work. Palantir has a backbone full of government contracts that spans years, and they're winning more and more. And in the private sector, they are dominating, and they are making huge investments into a huge number of startups that could pay dividends in the coming years ahead. Thanks for watching, and please note, at sub $17, Palantir is at a level that I thought we would never have the chance to see again. So please take this drill with additional precaution, and always do your own DD. If you found this video informative, then do me a simple favor and just consider subscribing to my channel so you can get a little pop-up when a new video is uploaded. I am a simple Palantarian. I tried to keep this simple, and will simply see you in the next video.